The world does not judge you by your bank balance, but by how you carry yourself. I am Duchess Dollars, and I am about to share a secret worth more than any family heirloom. The difference between being wealthy and appearing wealthy is not in your credit score. It is in your attitude. Because, darling, those who rule this world are not the ones with money, but those who act as if they have it. Psychology has proven that when you fake it until you make it, the strategy actually works. This is not some life coach nonsense, honey. This is pure science. Cognitive dissonance theory shows that when you act differently from what you believe about yourself, your brain creates discomfort. To relieve this tension, it automatically adjusts your beliefs to match your actions. In other words, pretend to be wealthy long enough and your mind will start believing you truly are. Years ago, it was expired makeup or photocopied study guides. Today I have an exclusive makeup artist and I do not even know what a line looks like. This did not happen because I won the Powerball. It happened because I learned the fundamental difference between a woman who asks for discounts at CVS and one who asks what the best product on the shelf is. The first behaves like someone who begs, the second like someone who chooses. Wealthy women speak about their schedule as if it were the most valuable thing in the world, because for them, it truly is. A rich woman does not say, "I am free tomorrow." A rich woman says, "I can fit you in at 3:15. A rich woman does not accept any time slot. A rich woman offers the time she has available. A rich woman does not ask, "What time works for you?" A rich woman informs, "I can see you Tuesday at 10 in the morning." Here is a tip worth gold. Wealthy women never show desperation. Desperation is the strongest perfume that exists, and it is not the kind that attracts good things. A rich woman does not say she needs the job. A rich woman evaluates whether the job deserves her time. A rich woman does not beg for discounts. A rich woman negotiates terms. A rich woman does not accept just anything. A rich woman chooses what she accepts. You think Amy Cuddy, Harvard professor, wasted 2 years of her life studying power poses because she was bored? This woman discovered that when you adopt expansive postures for just 2 minutes, your body increases testosterone and decreases cortisol. In simple terms, wealthy poses literally transform your body chemistry and make you feel more powerful. This is not cheap self-help. This is applied neuroscience. Let me teach you what I learned while observing as others worked. A rich woman does not say she is broke. A rich woman says, "My assets are all allocated at the moment." It sounds like you have a fortune tied up in offshore funds, when in reality you only have $32 in your checking account. A rich woman does not ask if she can pay in installments. A rich woman asks, "What is the delivery time frame?" A rich woman does not say something is expensive. A rich woman says, "Interesting proposal." Do you know why Oprah Winfrey is today one of the most powerful women in the world? Because she was born into a poor family in Mississippi, but never acted like a victim of circumstances. At 19, she was already the first Black television correspondent in the state. It was not because she had money. It was because she had the attitude of someone who deserved to be there. The money came later. The attitude came first. Look how interesting this is. Jennifer Lopez grew up in the Bronx, one of the poorest neighborhoods in New York, without always being sure if there would be food on the table. But when she stepped on stage, nobody saw poverty. Everyone saw a star, because she behaved like one. Leonardo DiCaprio witnessed poverty and violence in the outskirts of Los Angeles before becoming one of Hollywood's biggest names. Madonna went to New York with only $35 in her pocket and even searched through trash looking for food. But at no point did these people act like they were asking for charity. They acted like they were collecting what they deserved. The energy you transmit is worth more than your balance. If you enter a luxury store, walking as if you just stepped off a private jet, nobody will ask you not to touch the merchandise. Now, enter with the look of someone who is converting dollars to cents in their head, and they will escort you to the exit. Wealthy posture. Chin up, shoulders back, firm steps. As if you had security following you, even if it is just the building doorman. Millionaires are restless people who question themselves, who take big risks in life. You need to embody this restlessness, this hunger to conquer more. A rich woman is selective. A rich woman looks bored at parties, not excited. A rich woman speaks softly, with firm intonation. A rich woman does not explain herself. A rich woman does not say she is trying a business. She says, "I am in the selection phase of opportunities." A rich woman does not say she cannot afford something. A rich woman says, "I am not prioritizing that at the moment." Want to be treated like royalty? Behave like a priority? A rich woman does not ask permission, she gives polite orders. She does not say, "Could you possibly do this?" She says, "I need this resolved by such and such time." A rich woman does not justify herself. A rich woman does not brag. A rich woman simply is. My spreadsheet started with debts. Today it ends with dividends. What changed first was not my bank account, it was my posture. Because while you remain hunched over, whispering, asking for discounts, begging for attention, you are sending a clear message to the universe. I am small, treat me as such. Neediness has a scent, darling. The scent of overdue bills, and the world smells this insecurity from far away. A rich woman is not available for just anything. A rich woman does not accept any treatment. A rich woman does not settle for any place. Because in life's basic economy, scarcity creates value. Never say something is expensive. Never show surprise at prices. Never tell your financial struggles to strangers. A rich woman enters a restaurant and asks, "What is your best dish today?" Even if she is going to order just coffee and share it with a friend. A rich woman handles the menu as if she already knows it. A rich woman maintains the same tone of voice whether ordering water or champagne. More sophisticated people tend not to be very impressed by objects. They value attitudes and behaviors, like etiquette, good taste, education. So stop thinking you need designer bags to be elegant. People are making fortunes with Venmo and free Google Sheets. Want to know what my first millionaire decision was? Canceling DoorDash for a month. The money came back. So did my self-esteem. Because being rich is not about having lots of money. It is about having total control over the money you have. A rich woman does not explain herself when she arrives late. A rich woman says, "Sorry for the delay." A rich woman does not tell why she cannot attend an event. A rich woman says, "I will not be able to make it." A rich woman does not justify her life choices. A rich woman simply lives. Details make the difference. Manicured nails, clean hair, impeccable posture. It looks like you have a housekeeper, even if you are your own housekeeper. Signature perfume. Well-fitted clothes, even if they are from thrift stores. A rich woman takes care of her appearance like someone who takes care of an investment, because your image is your business card. Pretend familiarity. Enter a fancy place and stay comfortable. Never show that you are impressed. Never take photos of expensive food. Never say, "Wow, what a beautiful place." A rich woman acts as if she already knows places like this. A rich woman acts as if she deserves to be there. Most importantly, never, I repeat, never, act like someone who is begging for opportunity. A rich woman does not beg. A rich woman evaluates. A rich woman does not accept any proposal. A rich woman negotiates. A rich woman does not think excessively. A rich woman acknowledges. Remember, the world is a stage and you are the millionaire protagonist, even if for now your private jet is parked in your imagination. Because until you learn to value yourself, the world will not value you either. If you like these tips for being treated like royalty, even without having a dollar, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell. Because a rich woman recognizes quality content. Leave in the comments a phrase that sums all this up. Rich attitude attracts rich treatment. If you enjoyed this video, comment this phrase so I know you got the message. Because at the end of the day, darling, the problem is not the price of the wine. It is that you are still shopping on an empty stomach. Win in life just like me. Be rich in attitude first, and we will build the rest together.